Welcome to this tutorial. Here we will discuss about features of 3D inside Adobe Illustrator. So I have drawn a simple image which is X sign. By the way, it's not character, just a shape made with rectangle tool. Let me take wider tool in order to show you more clearly. In Illustrator, you will get three types of 3D: extrude, revolve, and rotate. First of all, let's see very simple one, that is rotate. In this panel, you will get this preview box turned off initially, and that's to save memory of the computer. To see the effect, check this box and you will see our letter has been rotated, and there are three axes along which we can rotate the object: x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. But here is one thing, which is called axonometric effect. It means the parallel lines will remain parallel while we are rotating that in 3D space. In order to solve it, we have perspective option here. Let's set it to 100. And now, letter is heading towards us, and parallel lines will not be parallel anymore, and you will feel real 3D effect. Now just hit OK, and all these changes will be applied. And the last thing I want to tell you, look on the shape. Outline has not been changed. Since this effect is dynamic, so the shape in the path outline will be changed, not the original path. Now let's check extrude effect. Let me undo it. Go to effect, 3D, extrude and bevel. Once again, check on preview. It will add this depth to the shape to make it 3D. And just like rotate 3D, you can rotate this along X, Y, and Z axis to give it a feel. Add some perspective here. You can also decide depth of extrusion, how thick you want it. You will also have cap option. Currently it's on. If we turn it off, you will get hollow character. We can see through it. Let's turn it on again. Further, we have bevel edges, and Adobe has given a lot of interesting bevels, but I like most classic as this just flatten edges. You can change height value and see changes on the edges. Obviously, you can select any option in this menu, as some are pretty good, like this zaggy. Nothing will appear until you increase extrude amount. Look on these zigzags, and here we can change height value. It will add more depth and spikes will grow. But as I said, I like classic most, so let me set it again. Alright, now we have some lighting options which are very crucial for 3D, and if these options are not shown on your computer, chances are you will have more options here. Once you click on this, it will open lighting options. It is set to plastic shading, and this is the light, or you can say point light, which is illuminating the object. By moving it, you can change direction of light falling on the object. On the other side, you will get lighting settings. The intensity will decide how much light will be illuminated by the source. Let's set it to 20% and object will get darkened. You can see it on the sphere itself. There is not that much light. It seems flattened. So let me change it to 100% again. Ambience light is sunlight. The more sunlight will be, less contrast will be there. So to get high contrast, set it to 0. Highlight intensity and size will affect the brightest area on the object. Since our sphere is very simple and lighting is not so good right now, it's not creating much difference. You will see these and blend option in action in a moment. Now, as we have only one light currently, but we can add more by clicking on this new light button, and just like the first one, we can place it wherever we want it. add a new light more and let's set it to right side of the object. The great thing here is that we can place it behind the object. Now it will illuminate the object but from the back side. Look on this edge. So it's a changing lighting, but you will not get too much on the object as it is affecting from the back side. Last thing I want to show you, we are not bound for only black color as shading. You can choose any here. Let's reduce its brightness to 20%. It's almost black, so let's increase it a bit more. And there you go. Using this extrude effect, you can create many things. Let me show you. First, take a new page. And these options also work on text. Make it big enough to see it. Okay, let's change its color to dark gray. And now apply extrude effect on it. Alright, for this time, I don't want it to rotate like this. I just want it to rotate along x-axis only. So for that, let's set y and z axis to 0. And I don't want text to decline in minus direction. Let me change it. This will be fine. Let's change perspective value also. Now you will see a problem. Look here. Edge is getting distorted. It may also be on other characters, but in my case, there is only one right now. But problem is a problem. We have to fix it. So the reason behind it, Illustrator don't support both x and z axis to be 0. Okay? So in y direction, just hit down arrow key and tilt it slightly. It will not be visible and our problem will be over. Now the only thing is left here, change the lighting settings a bit. Change ambience to 0 to get high contrast. Set highlight intensity and size to 100%. Let's add one more light and put it at bottom. Now look on these highlighted areas. This is not so smooth. And here comes blend steps. Let's set it to 100%. Pay close attention to highlights. They will become smooth. You got it? Now add one more light. And I'm not setting any light back of the object right now. They all are illuminating this from front. We are done here. So everything is fine, but not so great. Let's see something more. What happens if we add a stroke to our text? Let's go to Appearance panel and remember, if you want to change settings of Applied 3D effect, open that from here. If you try to change that by going to Effects menu again, that will not going to work. Okay? Let's add a new stroke here now. Nothing will happen until we change its color. You'll find shading color will get a stroke color. Let me change its thickness to 2 points. Now add one more stroke here. Nothing will change because both strokes have same thickness, so only upper stroke will be visible. So let's increase its thickness to just double of the first one. And it will wrap the white stroke. Isn't that look interesting? So you can do a lot more by this. However, you can also apply map art on certain faces of the created 3D object. I have made a tutorial on that. Link is in description. Like this, subscribe us and share it with others. Thank you.